All right, welcome to week one of our relationship challenge. I am so excited about this. By now, you should have downloaded the Gottman Card Decks app because that's really what this whole thing is based on. This very first week, we're going to be focusing on the deck that's called Love Maps. Here's the challenge, and then I'm going to explain a little bit about why this is important. So, when you open the Love Maps deck, you're going to find all the different cards there. And what I want you to do is swipe through about a dozen cards and see if you can answer the question as it relates to your partner, and then switch roles. Have your partner swipe through the deck and see if they can answer those questions as it pertains to your world. Now, you're going to be doing this with one another, right? Don't do it on your own, but sit down together and go through this. Remember, there's no scorekeeping. We're not trying to see who answers the most correctly or anything like that. The challenge is complete if you've had meaningful conversation and connection with one another. So that's about it. Should take you maybe 15 minutes. You can do this as many times during the week as you want, but the challenge is to do it at least once. So here's why this is so important. Love maps are basically a way of talking about how well you know your partner's world. Just like on a map, you can kind of get the lay of the land. You can understand your partner's likes and their dislikes, their perspectives, what's important to them, pet peeves. Just like you would look at a map and know, this part of town over here is where shopping occurs. This is kind of the industrial side. We want to steer clear over here. There may be some landmines. Proceed with caution. Love maps are kind of like that, and they're the foundation for a healthy friendship in a relationship. Think about when you first started getting to know your partner. When you first started getting to know each other, you're specifically looking at information about the other person to determine whether or not there's somebody that you want to be with. And as you begin dating, those relationships are formed by all the questions and the information that you're gathering about one another. Building love maps was happening constantly as your relationship was forming. A lot of times couples can feel like they already know all there is to know about their partner. This may be true when it comes to the basics, but because our world is constantly changing, we're also constantly changing. Building love maps can happen simply by asking your partner how they feel about X, Y, and Z that happened during the day. As you intentionally work at knowing your partner's world, building love maps allows you to build a friendship that continues to grow, and it keeps you invested in learning more about your partner. You might be surprised at all the things that you learn when you really work at building love maps. So once you've completed this challenge, go to the Facebook group, the Relationship Helper Facebook group. And what I want you to do is just post something that you learned about your partner, right? What was it like learning something new about them? Were you surprised by something? Does it make you wonder what else you still have the opportunity to learn? I can't wait to read your thoughts. And again, if you post every week in the Facebook group at the end of 12 weeks, I've got a gift for you just for participating and to strengthen your relationship, the 8 Dates book by John and Julie Gottman. I look forward to reading your responses.